Hi, it's Nick Shell, the internet receding hairline guy. You're watching this video because 8 months ago I made a video and it was talking about ways to know that if you've got a receding hairline. I never meant for it to be popular. It's just a quick minute and a half that I shot and then forgot about. But it's my, I think, #2 most popular video. Never could have expected that to happen. I put so much time and effort into all these other videos and people aren't watching those, but they're watching that one. So because of that, it's so popular, I need to clarify some things, sort of a sequel, a follow-up to that video. So the opening line in the video talks about the main way to know that you have a receding hairline, and then I show my actual receding hairline, I show the peninsula, I show how hair's going up right here, and then I start talking about smaller, shorter hairs after that. Now, I agree with myself that the combination between your hairline actually going up and having this peninsula and those shorter hairs is a sign that you've got a receding hairline. I talk about that, but that's not the way it comes across in that 90 seconds. I think a lot of people are taking it to mean that if you've got shorter hairs along your hairline, period, you've got a receding hairline. When that was actually the second thing I said. The first thing I said was that you've got this going on. So listen, if you're 15 years old and watching that other video, freaking out that you're losing your hair, you're not losing your hair, okay? I just want to clarify, you're not losing your hair. Forget about the other video because we have to take this all into context. Because there's one thing to have a maturing hairline. That just means that the baby hairs you have as a kid aren't there anymore. No big deal. You've gone through puberty. Hair grows in other places now, but it doesn't grow here. That's simple science. No problem. No big deal. Okay, but here's how you know if you've got a receding hairline. Let me be very clear on this because I don't want you to lose sleep over this, and I want to clarify what I said in the first one, and I want to sort of add to that. Let's call it the trifecta. There's 3 ways that you can look at. The one I want you to care about the least is those shorter hairs around your hairline. Worry about that the least. Instead, worry about these next ones the most. And again, if you're 15 years old, you shouldn't be watching this video because this is just you freaking out. This does not apply to you. This is applying to guys who are, let's say 19 years old, 20 years old, 21. This is guys who are actually having a receding hairline, not if you're 15 or 16. So here's what I'm getting at. 3 ways to know. Number 1, you can clearly tell that there is what I'm going to call the peninsula. There you go. That is a receding hairline. Now, in addition to that, and I don't know how well you can tell it on camera, but there is thinning going on, particularly right here. You may not be able to tell so much on the phone, on the camera, but there's thinning going on there. There's also, and I can't get the camera up, but there's also thinning going on in the back of my hair as well. Comparatively speaking, I've got less hair right here and in the back than I do the sides. The sides are the thickest. And when you can tell, when you can basically see your scalp right here through your hair, but you can't see your scalp through your hair here, that's a big way to know. So you combine that with the fact of this peninsula, and then I'm going to say this, but forget I even said it. The last thing, in addition to those 2 things that we're building on top of, if in addition to that you've also got suddenly shorter hairs around your hairline, and then we're talking about a hairline that's receding. Okay, so please know that what I said in the first video, I still believe in, and I still hold true to it. But I never intended that to be the main focus of that video. So the main focus of that video, and you can go back and watch it if you want to, that's fine. But it's 3 things. That you've got a peninsula, that you've got thinness here. You can see your scalp through your hair here, whereas here you can't. So it's thicker in different parts, as well as the back it's thinner. If you've got that, plus you've got these shorter hairs, all 3 of those, then you might have a receding hairline. But maybe I should even add a 4th, which I've already said once in this video. The 4th one is this. If you're a teenager, stop watching my videos. These aren't for you. These don't even apply to you. You're not losing your hair. You just simply have gone through puberty and you don't have that baby hair anymore. Stop freaking out. Now, as much as I'd love for you to watch my videos, they're just going to cause you to lose sleep. And that's not my intent. My intent is to help people and to educate people based on what's happened to me in my own life. Okay? But everything I'm talking about happened since age 19. If you're 15, you're not going bald. Don't worry about it. Now, granted, I invite you to come back at age 19 and watch my videos. If this is coming true for you at that state in life, then watch all my other videos, then subscribe. But I'm trying to run you away. If you're a teenager, don't watch my videos. You're freaking out for nothing. Okay? Repeat with me. Trifecta. Peninsula. Thinness, where you can see your scalp here and on the back. And on top of that, the short hairs. Care the least about the short hairs. It doesn't even matter. Now, I believe in it, but the other stuff is what matters. Let's say 45% of this is the peninsula. 45% of it is you being able to see your scalp, that it's thinner, particularly here and here, than compared to here. That's another 45%. Okay, whatever's left, 10% or less. In addition to that, you can see these shorter hairs. But don't worry about the 10%. Worry about the 45 and the 45. Those are the things that actually matter. Can I be any more clear? If you're a teenage boy, stop watching my videos. Stop subscribing. It's not that I don't like you. It's just that you're worrying about stuff that doesn't apply to you. Watch other videos instead. I am of no help to you right now in this stage in your life. Give me 5 years and I will be. You'll need what I say in about 5 years. You definitely don't need it now. It's only going to be taken out of context. You're going to freak out about it. Okay? Enjoy your life. Don't worry about me or my videos. Return to me in 5 years or whenever it is that you're 19 or 20, and then you see all those first two things that I talked about, the peninsula and the thinning, and then on top of that you've got short hairs, then we can be friends. Then we can have a good talk. Can I be any more clear about this? That these shorter hairs do not mean that you're losing your hair, and that teenagers, you're not losing your hair, and if you're a teenager, I don't want you watching my videos because you're going to think this applies to you when it doesn't. Okay? Am I clear on that? Because I want to do the right thing here. I don't want to be misleading. I want to make the right moral decision. Okay? And from a business perspective, yes, it's not smart for me to tell people not to watch my video. Okay? But I know my demographics, and it doesn't need to be teenagers. It needs to be people that are out of high school. That's who this is applying to. The chances of you being a teenager and actually having a true receding hairline and losing your hair, the chances of that are very low. So don't worry about that. Just mark your calendar for your 19th birthday. And then I invite you back, and I'll have lots more videos about receding hairlines. If there's anything I possibly need to clear up about this, leave a comment and let me know. But please recognize I'm trying to do the right moral thing and keep teenagers from believing that they're having receding hairline when they're not. Forget I ever talked about baby hairs, because it means nothing if you don't have the peninsula and the thinning going on to begin with. Okay? I care about you. That's why I'm trying to clear this up and be honest with you. And no, I'm not going to take that video down. Would you, if you're me and you're a YouTuber and you've got that many people watching the video and coming to me because of that? Do you know how much traffic I get from that video? That video is a door that gets people here. Okay? So I'm not taking the video down, but I am clarifying it. Funny thing is, that first video was, what, a minute and a half? This one's closer to 9 or 10 minutes, but it was important that I address these. And I want you to see that I'm trying to do the right thing and to clarify this and to not give false information. Even if I believe 100% of what I said in the first video, I don't want it being taken out of context. And I think that's kind of what happened. I was focused so much on that third thing, which mattered the least, when really the main focus was these other things. So again, one more time, I want to be clear. Peninsula, thinning, that's the main way you know I have a receding hairline. Yes, there's the thing about the short hairs above the hairline. If the other things are in place first, and if you're not a teenager. So, am I clear on that? Because I want to clear that up. If I need to make 10 more videos to explain this better, I'm going to. Because that's very important. I can't get rid of the first video, but now that you're here, we can talk more about it and just make sure that this does or does not apply to you. Okay? Quick quiz, and then I'm going to get going. I'm going to go on my lunch break at Whole Foods. Quick quiz. Are you 15? Stop watching my videos. Number 2, do you think you might have a receding hairline but don't have a peninsula thinning? This doesn't apply to you. You don't have a receding hairline. Go to bed tonight knowing that you don't have a receding hairline. If the other stuff applies to you, there you go. Nick Shell, receding hairline guy, 10 minutes of your life well spent.